All right. And we're back. Wow, all right. It's been a while. It's been a minute. I said I was going to live stream earlier, like at 5, but you know, it's currently 6 o'clock. Can't really do much about that, you know. It's 0 a.m. I don't know any fire sweatpants. Damn. Just came back from surgery. I didn't know like how long that was actually gonna take, but that took quite a while. So that's kind of why I'm really late. I said I was gonna live stream at like 5, but here we are. I need this like cold compress on my face for like 15 minutes and then I'm chilling. I've been told co-washing weighs down your hair. So how much is like too much for over 2 weeks? Co-washing doesn't what? That doesn't co-washing shouldn't it shouldn't weigh down your hair. That's like mostly, that makes no sense. It's the oils of your hair that probably weigh down your hair, so you should probably shampoo maybe more often. How's my piercing going? It's doing better. I got so many issues like with my my face, it seems like right now. Kind of unfair. You know, I like banged my piercing. I got like a piercing bump, but it's going down. I had to get surgery, and then now I'm dealing with that for like 10 days. So that's gonna be fun. I can only eat like soft foods. But yeah, that's just how it's gonna be for a minute. Really not fun. And now I gotta ice my face for a little bit before I could like do anything, because I just get, you know, I feel bad letting people down, you know, like I say I'm gonna do something and then like I'm not even I'm like an hour late to like doing this, so it's just a problem. No, it's not the wisdom teeth. So I got like my message redacted. What did you even say? So like I just got really bad genetics when it comes to my gums, and you know, I had like my gums were receding on the like just a bit on my upper and then like bottom teeth, like in 3 areas. So it causes a lot of sensitivity, and in order to like actually get that fixed, you kind of have to kind of get like they skin graft the palate, and they like tear off the skin. It's not from brushing too hard. This is just a genetic thing. Like, it's my genetics. You can like get like, usually old people get like their receding gum line, but I'm not old. I'm not that old yet. So like my gums are like really sensitive because they are like a few millimeters like above what they're supposed to be, and it just caught up with me. So I kind of, it's like you might as well just get it done now and then not deal with it for a few years, and then I'm gonna essentially have to do it again at, I don't know when, but like at some point in time. But that's just kind of what happens, unfortunately. There's not much you can do about it. You just kind of have to deal with it, which is unfortunate, but you know, that's just how it is, unfortunately. We're not real, so it doesn't matter. You know, that might be true. I do want to like figure out a sleeping schedule. Wait, not a sleeping schedule. I want to figure out a streaming schedule. I want to get more. I look cute here. What do you mean? I need to get like a schedule of Terraria. I stop playing it when I don't play it unless I'm streaming. So that's just kind of how it is. Jeez. Should probably like, let me I only play Terraria when I'm streaming, but I haven't really been feeling like playing video games all that much. I've been trying really hard to like prioritize making content. I have a lot of ideas of what I want to do. It's just sometimes it gets a little tough, you know, trying to like come up with setting a schedule for things, because there's so many things that are happening all at once, and I've been dealing with a decent amount of stress from other factors that aren't just like trying to edit stuff. Like this, for example, is like a really annoying setback. I can only eat soft foods now, which is lame. Like I can't even like really do much. The last video you posted was very helpful. I hope I help some people. I'm probably going to be doing more hair stuff at some point, but we'll see. Do you ever feel guilty saying no to people wanting to hang out? I don't get that many people wanting to hang out with me to begin with. I have a very small group of friends, so it's not like that huge, but I would say there's been times where I've like been like, I can't hang out because I got stuff to do, and you got to prioritize yourself. That's just what ends up happening a lot of the times. But I mean, yeah, it shouldn't be like, you shouldn't feel guilty about it. You also can't be a people pleaser either. You got to take care of yourself and the things you do and you decide to do. It depends on how long your hair is. I mean, you can get it at any level. Like when my hair reached like down to my nose area here, that's when I was like, I should probably go in for a maintenance cut, which is getting some layers in and then just growing it out from there. So I don't think it really matters too much. Oh man. Now the question is, what are we gonna do today, fellas? My videos are special? What is that even supposed to mean? You can see like the this like gauze like stuff. It's like not, it's like this weird putty stuff in my my mouth right now, so we're not gooning. We can't do that. That's not it's not appropriate. All right. up to me with my current situation. Like, I just can't eat like food, and this side of my face is probably gonna get like bruised up, which is unfortunate, but you know. Like literally, I couldn't film. I didn't want to film a video because like half my face was like puffy, and it looked so strange. That's just how it is. Can I adopt? I don't think I could afford to adopt anybody. Yo, Weasel. What did it? Hopped in. Pulled up to the party. I am the party. You should post a video about music tastes. I'm like the worst person to come when it comes to music tastes, to be honest. I don't listen to Radiohead. I'm low maintenance. All I need is water, rice, and meat, and I'll figure the rest out. Dude, I just got surgery. I just came back from it. I'm probably gonna pop a pill of crazy ibuprofen, and hopefully that solves my my pain. I can only eat soft foods right now. That's just how it is. I don't even listen to the Smiths either. What the hell? I thought we've established a good I thought we established a good community, people, you know, not like not talking about getting oiled up, you know what I mean? Name an artist I listen to. You know, that's kind of a hard question because I listen to a lot of different artists. Considerably, if you take a gander at my my Spotify. You're changed, man, from the moment you said that to the current day and age now. I really doubt that. Just name one. I mean, off the top of my head, like, the only artist that I remember is, like, Matt Maltese, but, like, he's unfortunately, not what I really listen to right now. Yeah, I still got the avocado stains on my jacket. Dude, it takes like a month to at least change your old habits or rituals. Yeah, when I first started streaming, there was a lot of nicer people in chat. But now it's just like, I'm oiled up, take your shirt off, give me 5 more seconds, stare into the camera, you know, stuff like that. You know, like, get up and turn around. I don't mind getting harassed. It's not that big of a deal, but to be honest, I'd prefer to get harassed sexually on the streets. Not assaulted, but if a man were to, like, say something like that to me in public, you know, I would take that as a big compliment. You guys gotta listen. You guys gotta understand here. As a man, at my height, no one wants to talk to you. You know what I mean? The most social interaction that I get walking down the street is like, "Excuse me, I'm sorry," or just stares, right? No one catcalls me. I low-key would have... I'd be okay with that. Have more respect? Personally, at some point, you lose respect for yourself, and it doesn't matter anymore. Oh, you got my sweater. Oh, the knit, right? Buddy's 6'3" and talks about people not talking to him. Have some shame. Look, if I was like 4 inches shorter, maybe people would come and talk to me. Maybe. I don't know. Whether it's my face, the way I dress, or my overall presence. I'm not entirely sure what it is. Hello, Kay. And it's not only my height, it's like I have really broad shoulders. What's up, Sodium Enjoyer? Yeah, not many men want to even talk to you. I mean, the thing is, right? Red tobacco on yourself 20 times. Oh! Dude. Ugh. I love this fragrance so much. I bought it. I went and bought... This is the first fragrance I actually bought with my money. Dude, this stuff... God. I love this smell so much. This smells crazy. I have never smelled anything like this, but it's really good. Oh my gosh. This smells like... And this is not an NPC smell, man. Terrain. I don't even know what that smells like. I've only smelled a few. Terroni's really good. This specifically is like, God. It attacks my nose, but in a very consensual way. Very consensual. I can, like, even though my nose wasn't necessarily prepared to smell this, I consented regardless. It's like when a really handsome person, individual, man, woman, whatever, comes and talks to you, you're totally open to talking to them, given you want them to waste your time. You're okay with that. That's what this fragrance is. And I'm not sponsored by them by any means, but like, this smell is just insanity. This probably isn't going to be something everyone likes. My homie Weasel, he told me, like, He was like, "Oh, this smells like you smoke cigarettes and you just like drank like a bottle of bourbon." And I was like, "That's pretty fire." I don't do any of that stuff, but that's cool. And it's cool because it has a little leather bottle. You know, it doesn't get any cooler than that. Okay, I cannot pronounce the name. I will tell you that, but it's Orto Parisi. Like people were saying in chat, so fire. Taroni to me smells very incensey. Like, yeah, it's Qum. I don't know how to pronounce it. I'm probably butchering I'm probably butchering it, but I don't know how to pronounce it. But people were saying it in chat. It's such a fire smell. Now I know a lot of people are like very curious about like those fragrance notes, right? But personally, it doesn't really matter to me like the fragrance notes. You gotta go and like smell it in person. It's not about necessarily learning what the notes are, because believe me, I've read notes of like fragrances and I was like, this is gonna be something I'm gonna really like, really bad, and I receive it in the mail or I go and buy it. Well, I don't buy it, but like I get it and I smell and it smells bad. Like I don't like the smell. I don't get any of the notes that like were necessarily in there, and I'm not great. Never smelled Nasamato. I do not know how to pronounce that either. As many of you guys know, it's called JQ pronunciation. I cannot pronounce many things. And that's okay, but like I have a crazy accent. It's just my accent. How can I start finding aesthetics I like to get? See, okay. You're gonna trigger me right now. You might trigger me, and I don't want to get triggered right now. The word aesthetics. Sorry about the avocado. The word the word aesthetics and like cores, any representation of terminology that is being used like that makes me want to jump from a 5-story building and survive. Like I hate so much of what our society has created in this envelope of time that we are currently in right now. Faking accent. You know what I mean, though? How do I get clothes I like that will match each other? That's through a process of elimination, you know? Process of elimination. You go out, you experience life, cultures, and you figure that out alone. Like, it's not about purchasing a product and then figuring it out. That's a waste of time and money. You gotta live your life to experience things physically in a world full of many people that dress in different areas. And it's very interesting to gain inspiration or some sort of like idea of what you want to go through and develop your own style through. Like personal style is developed through aging, through living and experiencing life physically in the outside world, and not by Pinterest and making Pinterest boards, inspiration boards. What are you, and I want to curse, but a designer? You're not a designer. You're not designing anything, and you're not trying to create some stupid, like, if anything, shallow aesthetic. Because aesthetic is driven by the main force. The idea of aesthetics is the look of something. It's not based on an idea, a belief. It's based off how something looks. Like hair. I don't even know how to even use that in a sentence without like wanting to blow my brain out. But like, you're trying to develop a style that's personal to you, and that there's a and there's like a belief or a standard of somewhat an ideology of why you're dressing the way you dress, a feeling even, and that can be captured by something that is just fully going based off looks or a core, right? And cores are based off very rudimentary ideas. I've already talked about this. Well, okay, I'm saying I've talked about this, but I'm currently editing a video at the moment, literally about this topic. But yeah, I'm sorry. What's going on in chat right now? A bit of advice regarding your surgery: if you have open wounds from wisdom teeth removal, don't suck on them. I don't have my wisdom teeth did not get. I got that a long time ago. Himbo, what did a himbo say? What did a himbo say? What? I'm an average viewer. I got surgery on my gums. Yeah. I can't do a you suck at skincare routine if I have like acne on my face. I gotta have like clear skin to do it. Well, not necessarily, but yeah, I'm planning on doing a skincare like video this month if I can. I'm still like trying to figure out like what I want to do, because this new video that I'm making currently is what is the title? What did I title this video? Oh, you didn't find your style, the internet did. That's like that's the title of this new video that's coming out. And then I have this other video that like I have in the back burner that I've like been kind of reading some philosophy about. I'm not entirely sure what I want to name this title, but it's going to be talking specifically about aesthetics and cores. If you define your style with aesthetics or cores, you suck. I'm still figuring out a title for that. I don't know if that's a good one, but the internet video, that's for sure a thing that I'm going to be doing. Make a you suck at skincare video. I will. That's just, I'm going to continue making that like a thing anyways. You suck at hating. You can just add a little me too to the title. How do you stop being a people pleaser? You must... It's a pretty simple answer. In this day and age, currently right now, set healthy boundaries. Make a you suck at eating video. Daily routine of a fashion elitist. I've thought of doing that, but that wouldn't be fun to watch. I literally just sit at home and like edit and then do nothing for like 5 days and then go out maybe on the weekend. Fashion designer outside of Yoji. Black Merrill, the Verdian, Julius 7. I don't know. Capital's pretty cool too. What do I do as a job? I'm a YouTuber. I'm a YouTuber and I sell clothes. Andy's cool. Do you like Andy? Pants with stripes go crazy. Don't know about that. Professor E's cool, I just couldn't fit it because it's so tight. You suck at Goodwill. The you suck thing, like, doesn't always necessarily work. It's all dependent on a lot of variables. Sometimes it makes sense, sometimes it doesn't. Suck at edging. The Death of You Suck videos. Dude, I don't know. I don't like, I think they're fun titles to use for videos, right? But I mean, at some point I might let them go, cuz it's more of like based off, you can only do the You Suck series on things that you may not be good at doing. I don't know. Top 5 fragrance brands you suck at taxes. I stopped answering the question. What was the question again? You're good at? No one's gonna want to watch. Why would somebody watch you're good at hair care video? Like, I wouldn't click on that video. I'd be like, yeah, I probably am. Unless that's like reverse psychology to make people click on it to think that they're good at something. How do you stop being a people pleaser? I think it's really hard for people to understand that initial thought anyway, right? I mean, once you become self-aware of something, now it takes you to actually like formulate that into an action, right? To stop doing something that isn't necessarily good, that you're quite aware of it. But I mean, for the most part, most people pleasers are usually defined by the friendships that they have, but most of the time it's about really convincing the person that the people that they're trying to please aren't necessarily going to do the same, if not overextension, that you do with them. Right? I mean, even if you might realize that like your friends aren't necessarily going to also overextend themselves like you do for them, will that make you stop? I mean, the answer is different on different variables, right? There are going to be people that are going to stop because they realize they would never get the same amount, but I mean, if you really do love and care for your friends, you're probably going to just disregard that. So I think at the end of the day, like, you will probably not stop doing that regardless. Oh, God. How do I make money to buy fashion clothes? If you're calling stuff fashion clothes, you might be stuck there. The thing is, it's about buying secondhand. You don't buy anything. You never buy anything firsthand, right? So, do that. There's also like there's been some Yoji sales like in the past few years that I've been around, alive, I should say, that I've gone to, and I've been I got really lucky even getting anything. Gentle Monster glasses are pretty cool. Don't own any though. Well, actually I do. I do want to get prescription for. How to afford fashion pants? You get a job, and then you find stuff secondhand or on sale. That's like the easiest answer. Yeah, I mean, it's like fashion isn't supposed to be easy, right? Fashion's hard. I mean, buzz when you hit 500K. Like, I think people's concepts of what fashion should and isn't necessarily correct. I mean, at the end of the day, like, it would be great if I would be able to buy a bunch of clothes instantly for really cheap, right? But that's not how money works unless you're rich. So, I mean, I've been doing this for like 6 years now, and I've accumulated a vast amount of wardrobe money and also just income in general from different sources. And at the time when I was around, like, buying Issey Miyake, buying Rick Owens and stuff was quite cheap. I never really liked Rick Owens stuff too much to purchase anything. I was still into like Yoji very, very much. I have this Issey Miyake like windbreaker jacket that I got for like 50, $60 on Grailed a long time ago. Now it's worth like $200. People are selling it for $200. People are buying it for $200. I would never buy that for $200. It's such a waste. And like, there's a lot of deals out there that I like. I bought these like Yoji pants for on literally on eBay for $70. Very cheap. You're correct. Fashion isn't easy. I mean, fashion is not. It's not what it is and what it used to be. This world is fueled by narcissism. Now, I can unpack that. I was reading a book. I was reading a philosopher, a modern day philosopher, which is kind of interesting. Byung-Chul Han. That was a man. We're born into a world as it's set up today, and you can be a totally good person with no bad intentions, but just in practice spend very little time actually caring or trying to understand the lives of people around you who's truly different from you. Like, it's sort of a trap that we fall into with social media and like the huge obsession with the fundamentals of we are a commodity and we need to build ourselves and also create ourselves to be better, and also to ignore all the haters and everyone else around us and focus on ourselves only fully, to be consumed by oneself constantly. And if we're ignoring everyone's comments and concerns, opinions, and rather just anything in general, we soon lose the idea of or concept of even being and or caring about community. Especially with social media now, every like person's trying to be super fixated on being a influencer, a YouTuber, somebody that is supposed to be a somebody, right? There's a lot of nobodies that shouldn't be somebodies, and that's just how it is now. You make a bunch of content, you grind out, you ignore all the haters, you ignore everybody around you, you focus on yourself, you continue to make content, and then you are something. Or that's what it appears to be. You get validation from likes, comments, people validating you, backing from everything. There are so many people that are trying to do that you get so fixated on that idea that you just become so hyper-focused on yourself. The average person is so hyper-focused. A heightened focus on your personal achievements and your careers. A heightened focus on self-improvement of all kinds. In this world where you're a personal brand and a personal product, why shouldn't you be increasing your market value in the corporate world, in the dating world? You have to compete with your fellow man. Right? You're also a medical product that can be optimized by surgeries. If you don't like something, you hate something on your face, you can just get that surgically fixed. You can change and alter your appearance so that you appear more beneficial to the people around you, more wanted, more sexually appealing. Anti-1984. Dude, no, 1984 is starting to become more if not real than what it is. I mean, we're being constantly monitored by everything. We have our locations that book is starting to become pretty real. You need to trademark that. There's a lot of nobodies who try to be somebodies. Yeah, I've mentioned that like plenty of times when I've like years ago I was realizing that a lot of people were trying to like start becoming something on social media, and It's like it's really frustrating because a lot of the times media just in general is people watch others like television shows where it's just mindless consumption, and it disregards any concept of, is this person really good? Should we really platform this person? If this person's entertaining, that's all that really matters to most people. I also noticed that like this area's like numbed out, so I can't really move this lip. But it's like the concept of why we watch certain individuals, as long as we're entertained and we can turn our brains off, it's fine. It doesn't matter what they do with their fame and how they treat people or how they are as an individual. We've lost all practices of morality in that sense. Should I bother buying secondhand shoes? Half of these shoes are around the same price. Yeah, I mean, secondhand's better than firsthand. I'd say. Oh, that's actually a piece that I've been meaning to sell. It's an Issey Miyake Blowsin jacket. Where do you find Yoji sales? If I told you, then I wouldn't be able to buy any Yoji myself. And the answer is nowhere. Like literally there was a sample sale of Yoji here in the city randomly, as well as in LA, Los Angeles, like years ago. There was like it wasn't even under like Yoji's sale. It was like conglomerate. Is that even that the word that I'm looking for? It was like convoluted. It was like a bunch of different brands together, and there were some Yoji pieces in there that were like also on sale. So it's, you just have to be on media, unfortunately. Dude, if you're in Japan, you could probably find a lot of Yoji for cheap. You're pretty much cooked. Like there's never any sales of any kind of like usually designer sales that are worth going to. I'm gonna be straight honest with you. Margiela does it quite often, but it's usually in London. You have to be like in a big city for it to like really matter. To begin with, though. I got an exam at 10 and now it's 5 a.m. Here I am. Please give me some motivation. What do you want me to say to you? I don't, what do you want me to say? Like the thing about the back of Walmart. I commend anyone that goes to college, just because college is like super difficult and it's not the best for. I couldn't do college. If I went back to college, I probably would fumble so bad. It's 6:44 right now in NYC. But realistically, this is when I was in college and I was doing college things, right? Making college moves. The one thing that I would tell myself all the time, given exams or even starting the semester out, was I imagine the end, how I would feel after I finish this project, after I finish an exam, after I finish the entire class. I would envision myself ending and telling myself from the past, being like, thank you for doing this, and I'm happy that I'm done and I can move on with my life. And that was the best source of actual motivation that I came up with in my brain. I would sit there and be like, you know, I know this studying's so annoying, but like once I finish this exam, it'll be so like, I'll be so free. It'll be freeing. I was living for the future in a sense in my brain, and if not fantasizing about being done with that class Do you think people need to feel connected to the designer's vision to buy their clothes? No, I don't think so. I mean, considering a lot of people's ideas about why they dress the way they dress is either concerned with how they visually appear, how they feel, or it might be as shallow as they want to look a certain way. Symbolism. uh, yeah, that motivation kind of helps. Thanks. The All right, that's crazy. I wish you could smell the burp. That's insane to say. Wow. Give me a second. That was. I'm sorry. Uh, wow. Yep. This side of my face is like numbed out. Like it's so weird. It's like slowly coming down, but like I can't move that side of my lip. Jeez. Later, see Sabath 21 up there with polyracial and Asian ant. Have I been to the new Erewhon? Okay, I've heard of Erewhon in opening up in Bushwick. JQ burp. The air. So there. As many people know, I used to live in Los Angeles, and there has been an Erewhon out in LA, anyways, to begin with. And it's kind of interesting that there's an Erewhon now in New York. I was considering and wondering why there wasn't to begin with. I feel like New York would make more sense for an Erewhon than an LA, just because everyone wants to feel like they're bougie. Erewhon's stupid. I'm not saying that I've ever stolen from Erewhon, but I will not also say that none of my friends have ever stolen from Erewhon. But, you know, I don't speak Russian. I don't know what that says. If someone can identify that what that even says, because I don't even know. How's there double chat? That is so weird. I literally don't know why there's a double chat. Like, that's so weird. Whatever. Can I like Can I like copy this can I like do this? Like, I'm not gonna do it. I'm done. That was too confusing. I'm done. If someone can decipher that. Do it smell the same everywhere after the rain? Okay. Yeah, I almost banned you. You co-wash your hair with the same conditioner you use on a daily basis. Yes, it's just conditioner. A co-wash is a conditioner. That's just basically what it is. Dude, what is the what are these comments? I've been watching Peaky Blinders. But that's pretty much it. And then I read all of Solo Leveling. Like that's what I had did. That's what I did all last month. I was watching. Like I read so many chapters of Solo Leveling. It was insane. Like I probably shouldn't have read that much, but I did. What do you do if your hair is balding? Amoxidil. You wouldn't want to take finasteride because finasteride's like really bad for your I think the side effects, I forgot what it does, but amoxidil's better. No, it was a really good read. It did feel very fast-paced and rushed, I agree with you, but after, I don't want to spoil anything, but after the, it's like when he comes back, after he drinks the chalice, I guess, or when they use the chalice, it got, like, I don't like, I stopped reading after that. I couldn't do it. Bananas. Breakfast. Where do you live? No. It's freaking 6:52 p.m. for me. What do I think about Opium fashion? I think Opium fashion's stupid, and any brand or company that defines themselves with that stupid term needs to burn. Opium's literally like a, to me I think it's a derogatory term of like what people look like if like drug addicts would define themselves in a cool chic style. Like it's stupid. What do you Yeah, I've been watching JJK. I've been considering actually reading it after the Shibuya arc. Any advice on you would give putting out yourself out there and making new friends? You'll need to read a Windbreaker for real. Making new friends. Look, I feel like that's a bad thing for me to. That's a bad question for me to answer. No, I feel like okay. There's a very strong differentiation from Opium to what Darkware is. I feel like depending on the term, right? But Darkware seems to be considered. It's not just anything black, but it's supposed to be differentiated by the more avant-wear. Opium seems to be more necessarily strong suited in a very more trashy, all black kind of fitment of things. It's like Y2K if it was black. Like stinky. Like if I saw someone that like dressed Opium, like I would think they stank. That's the best thing I could explain to you. All black baggy clothes. That's too hard of like. It's not now. I mean, the most like NPC answer about making friends is really just about shitty Rick Owens type beat. Stinky perfume. Be yourself. The most NPC thing in how to make friends is, I guess, like, yeah, being yourself or go up and talk to people. That's like probably the best thing. The other thing too as well is like it's we have killed community. We as people, we as a society I should say, has have killed community. We've killed it off. We've set so many regulations to create more, if not everybody, to be so socially inept. Or no, I shouldn't say inept, but socially aware, where we don't want to even consider talking to people because we're afraid of causing some sort of weird altercation or disturbance. We're too considerate of like I don't even know if that's even a like I don't even know if that's a good term to use there, but like we're too concerned about what the other person thinks and are very afraid of the possibility of causing an interaction that's super awkward and cringe, and if not, bothers the other person. We've created that scenario where we don't want to offend people, but we still want to talk to people, but we don't know how to talk to people because we're afraid of offending people. And it's because we are too socially aware due to, if anything, society has created that very huge boundary amongst many other things, but mostly during COVID, like this has occurred. And I mean, there's not really much we can do about it. It just is what it is, unfortunately. Do you think it open minds people? What? Do you think it open minds people who are conservatives, as Rick says in his interviews? I think it just causes disturbance. I think that's the point of it. It's supposed to cause like a reaction. It's a reactionary thing, if anything. I'm your chat. What's your username? We didn't kill anything. We're just too much people on Earth. We are nowadays finding too much people that are similar to us to so people are not used to confront other people ideas and experiment changes. Zohan. I will disagree. Give me a second. Zohan. I disagree. Hold up. We didn't kill anything. We're just too much people in the world. No, I was talking about this earlier, but like our society has created a very large focus on self-impact, self-worth, and if not a huge I'll just say like narcissism. I talked about this earlier, like we're so hyper fixated on a heightened focus on like personal achievements and career, like self-improvement of all kinds, and like all these things have created a very giant hyper fixation on ourselves and what we need to do and what we should do, and if anything has created a very like ostracized individual that feels the need that they don't need anybody, that we need to be super self-independent, that we need to be alone, that we don't need community, that we avoid community because we shouldn't be listening to what the average person says, anyone amongst anyone. So if anything, there's a giant gap between what community is and what it used to be to what it is now. So I mean, like the hard thing about it is like it's social media, especially very fixated on social media. Everyone on social media is telling everybody else that we need to like hyper fixate and focus on what we need to do. how we need to improve, and just don't listen to the haters, don't listen to what other people say. Ignore the modern terms of what other people have to say, because they don't matter. People around you don't matter. We are who we are. And us, like, I'll give you an example. Like, in social norms, the typical person, like, swear words. Swear words are a great example of this, where it's a social norm that we don't curse, but the average person that we typically would see in this social sphere now currently would be, well, that's not my problem, because it doesn't matter what these other people think, and I don't care what these other people think, because they're not a part of my life, and it doesn't matter. So I can curse, but in public, so who cares? But the thing is, like, it's more of like a social respect, community building thing in our society, where we choose not to curse out of just being a participant in a community that is unspoken, in that sense, where we are giving respect to others, that we don't need to curse. You think social apps like Discord and Insta ruin IRL interactions, making... Yes. I mean, like, there's so many things that I could speak about in terms of how community is dead, especially now, and how people, especially in this society currently, have a very, very hard time going and interacting with people, going to find friends. Friends for specifically, weirdly enough, like, I don't know if it's weirdly enough, but women have very strong communities of people and friendships. Men's friendships have gone down to, it used to be 5 close friends before pre-pandemic, but now it's only 2. That's very low, and that's like in the current day and age. So there's something going on. I think you're right, but that again, the way as in a society, we live in an individual society. People care about themselves than others, but with that much people on Earth, especially, we try to be very different. Exactly, I agree with you, Zen. It's based off the individualist idea of people. Again, individualism, the idea to categorize yourself in away from mainstream, or trying to achieve in like an individualistic nature, is so hyperfixated on, if anything, narcissism, where we're so focused to pave a way of having and or being something that we aren't necessarily truth from. It depends on where you're coming from. If you're a self-centered person, maybe this kind of advice will make things worse. But if you're someone who puts a lot of value in others' opinions, will be helpful. That's a problem. Is that, like, this current day and age, if anything, what social media is teaching everybody is to ignore the haters, ignore what people are saying, because these people don't matter. As long as what you say goes, that's all that matters. We push away opinions and redact any things that are going on, right? Like with comments, right? It's normal to get like a random response of people like hating, or maybe even visually like seeing someone disagree with something that you like on the internet, and we've conditioned ourselves to believe that it doesn't matter what that person says, because their value of words mean nothing. And we live our lives like that. So that translates into the real world, because a lot of the times, a lot of people are either working from home or staying home a lot of the times. And we've gotten so accustomed to doing that. It's mostly in this generation, and probably like this younger generation, of like what's going on. There's a giant impact of this, like so many self-improvement channels, so many self-improvement just in general, where it's based off the commodity, like commodifying oneself to be improved constantly, improving constantly, being so hyperfixated on the idea of constantly evolving. And it's super damaging, because it doesn't allow for people to have opinions, or for you to take other people's ideas as a concept to even grow from. It's like, what is my friend George saying? Like, I don't, like, who cares what he says? I'm just going to listen to what I want to do. It doesn't matter. Also, I think the other thing too as well is that, like, do you want to build a community? That's a great question, because I feel like a lot of the times people now if anything, have developed a sense of independency where they don't feel the need to enjoy others' company, if not have or be okay with like 1 to 5 people of friends just in general. Looks maxing, yeah. No, it is like a cycle. What just me saying, like I'm sure at some point, like there will be some sort of change as time progresses. Things change very drastically through times, but it's all dependent on where society continues to go down the route of, because it's like we all have a internet community and not so much a like physical community. What Mason just said right now. The fact people push away others, think about them in a bad way, makes society toxic. Like it creates a bubble of fake perfection where we always think we're doing okay, even if it's not. That's just social media. I mean, if you're so individualistic to the point where you feel like you don't need community or you don't belong to a community and you're okay with that and you feel fine to be alone. Like I've done it before, I can do it all the time. There is no point to try and build community, and I'm sure there's a lot of people that are like-minded. Yeah, that's also another, like, social media also tells everybody to be super authentic. You must be authentic to be successful. You must be authentic to be accepted by many people, but you can't fake being authentic. That's not how that works. You can't just be authentic. It's not something that's learned. You just do. It's an action. You don't think I need to be authentic right at this moment. I will access that authenticity and then all of a sudden I'm authentic. That's not how that works. Both ads watched. You'd be authentic in every way if you just do shit you want to do naturally for reasons of your own, not others. Raid Shadow Legends? They need to sponsor me, bro. Yeah, my little brother is a piece of shit. He calls me a hater when I criticize him like a YouTube comment, and it's like, I'm not a hater, I love you, but you were a bad person and wish you weren't a bad. Yeah, I mean, again, like, kids, people this generation, it's the mindset of you're just hating, you're being pessimistic or you're being pretentious or domineering. They categorize what you're trying to say and what you're in theory it's like you're just you love that person, you care about them and you want what's best, but they push away anything that you say or state as a form of you're either just jealous or you're just trying to hate on me or you're just being pessimistic and I don't want to listen to what you have to tell me because it's not validating what I already believe in. And they don't learn anything. People need more hobbies, more familiar interaction, religion, political, ethics. Oh, ethnic unions, etc. Also easy to watch TV or be on the phone computer all day. It's not a good thing forever. Authenticity not working out isn't a problem with your thought unless your authentic self is being a bad person or something. Are you itchy? I have some eczema cream. What am I itching my neck too much? Being authentic seems harder than listening to your self-improvement YouTuber. That's like people will accept it, but it doesn't. Nobody feels connected now. Everyone really just wants to be followed, but no one wants to say that. Oh, it's TJ. Oh boy. You're in here just to spite me. What does authentic mean? Someone define being authentic. They're get on League. What does it mean to get called an artsy by people? I get comments like that. It's just the way you look. That's what it is. What did TJ do to catch me up on the lore? What hasn't TJ done? That's a great question. What hasn't the guy done? What makes you want to be friends with someone that you never talked to? Is it their style of appearance, or do you have to at least spoken? I mean, when you go and TJ's not the boy. He's not a goat. He's not the party either. It's mostly physical appearance. I mean, like what someone wears, how they dress, like is of interest. Like that's the only thing. I'm not giving TJ mod. He will ban everyone in here. That's a dangerous party. Like that's a dangerous thing to give that man specifically. Stop talking about that garbage satanic game. What's wrong with League? I see. I can't give everybody mod. All right, guys. I'm gonna be setting a poll. Actually, let me do a poll right now. I'm gonna do a poll real quick. I gotta figure out like days that I can stream on. So I'll give days, and then I'll figure out times another day. Because I want to stream at least 2 days a week. I'm not streaming on Fridays, though. Alright. It's up. Pick a day. Whatever is second most voted, I will also, that's a day that I'll consider as well. Wednesday. I mean, it seems like Wednesday right now. I haven't even decided times. Society kills your ambitions if you lead the same role or choose default pleasures in first place. It's hard to find a way just to balance in society. Tuesday. So it looks like Mondays and Wednesdays. All right. I don't know why Mondays though. Out of all the days in the week, a Monday. Do people really hate Tuesdays like that? Mondays and Wednesdays. Are they really playing League right now? That's a great question. To fix shitty Mondays? Mondays and Wednesdays are what I'm seeing right now. There's only 45 votes right now. There's 112 people in here. If you're listening to me like just like a podcast, at least be a little considerate and respond. You know, I need everyone to vote. All right? Only 51 votes, bro. We have 112 people in here, and that's what we're getting at right now. Oh wow, it's okay. Monday and Tuesday. All right, Monday and Wednesday. It seems like Monday's winning now. So strange. 59 votes on a Monday. Okay. These 100. Where are these? Where's the other half of the chat right now? What are you doing? What is the other half of the chat? I'm not gonna stream League. No one likes me playing League. All right, Yusuf. A poll in the community tab. I'll probably do that. All right, Mondays and Wednesdays. I'll stream tomorrow. It looks, I mean, I'm gonna just do Monday, Wednesday. That's probably where I'm gonna cap that at. All right, fire. Monday, Wednesday. Monday, Tuesday. Wait. Okay, Monday, Wednesday. Okay, I'll be doing streams Monday and Wednesday, and I'll probably do them at like 5. I think 5 or 6 is a good time for me personally. I can't Skyrim stream, like it's just gonna be chatting if anything. If you wanna rewatch the streams, you can watch them on Patreon is where I'll be posting them at. I don't wanna you know, clog everyone's feeds up, because that could be quite annoying. But I'm gonna end the stream here. I do need to ice my face more, and I probably couldn't really talk too much anyways to begin with, unfortunately, because I just got surgery. But tomorrow we will see if my face is crazy bruised up or not. So we'll see. It's gonna be Eastern Standard Time, EST, which is like kind of the time right now currently. What's better, workout in gym or home? Working out at a gym. I just got surgery, as you can see. Middle cart, wolf cut. Alright, I want everyone in stream to go watch my most recent video. Comment hatred under other comments. Hate on other comments. I want everyone from chat to go into my recent video and just leave hate comments under other comments, responding to other comments. That'd be kind of funny. Like, if it's a serious comment, you leave hate under it. It'd be kind of funny. You have to wake up at 4 a.m. Jeez. Okay, so then if I'm doing it 6 Eastern Standard Time, 4. Dang, bro. Wow, that's rough. So then if I would do it at 3, all right? 3 p.m., 4 p.m. What time is it 4 p.m. for you then? If I do it at 4. Dude, that would be 2 a.m. That's so late. If I did it at 3, it'd be 1 a.m. That's insane. Yeah, where are you? Can I do 4 p.m.? See, that's the thing. Like, I come from the gym, right? Well, if I go to the gym at like 8, if I go to the gym at like 9, right? Wake up at 8, do everything within an hour, which I probably could do, I just never do. And then I bike to the gym, takes like 2 hours at most, if anything, 9, 10. Go home and eat, shower, like I'll be done by 12. I could get some editing done, and then I could get on by, I guess I could do that, like edit for like 2 to 3 hours, stream at 4, stream till maybe like 6, take a break in between, 7, then by 8 to like 9 to 10, 8 to 10 I could edit, then I could go to sleep. That might be a better schedule. I'll try and do 4. I guess it'll make me more, make me more focused. But by the way, how often should a person use oil for their hair, like coconut oil? It just depends. It depends on your hair just in general. If you get flyaways and stuff and you feel like your hair needs some extra moisturizing, sure, whatever, you use oil. But other than that, you don't really need to necessarily use it. Only use it on dry hair, never on white, because it won't bond to the hair. Obviously, I've talked about that in that video, but yeah, okay, we'll do 4 p.m. I think that's quite possible. I could do 4 p.m. I'm not doing 3. I can do 4. That's insane, yeah. 3 a.m. That's rough. I'm gonna stream tomorrow for sure on Friday because I don't got anywhere to go, and then I really gotta edit this video like down at least because it's the first. I want to try and get this out by next week if I can. I think I can, and then go on to like the next video that I plan on doing. So we'll see on that. The 13th is when I get all my sutures taken out of my mouth, so that'll be awesome. But yeah, don't oil your scalp too much. It's deaf use and a good condition only products. I agree. Alright, anyways, I'm gonna end the stream here. I'll see you guys later. Tomorrow at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Alright, see you.